Alrighty, how's everybody doing? Today I'm going to talk about the Finish Line app that is powered by Rubbin is Racing. Sorry, I couldn't read it. But anyway, it's an app where there's groups of drivers you pick from. Like, there are a certain amount of drivers in each group. You pick who's going to do the best in each group out of those. And on race day, at the end of the race, if the driver you picked is doing better than the others in the group, you earn 50 points. And then if you're like second best, it's like 10 points. And then you have like 5 or 6 groups depending on the race. It varies each race. But and then you also pick who you think is going to win and who you think is going to come in second place. Now, the person in first place and in second place does not have to be anybody that you picked in those groups. It could be any driver out of the whole field. But they just do it for the Cup Series, at least for now. Don't know if they're going to go any higher next year or the year after. But for tomorrow and Wednesday, on May 27th at Charlotte for the Cup Series, they're doing a $25,000 jackpot. Now, in order to get the jackpot of $25,000, you have to get every single, group picking correct. I've never, got it all correct. It's almost impossible. There's been, I think the very first one that they did for Daytona, 2 people split the jackpot at $50,000, so they each got $25,000 apiece. Now they do things like if you get like 490 points, 480, I think it goes all the way to 460. It just depends on how many people are playing. Right now there's about 10,000 people that have been playing the app and sending their picks. I'm getting ready to do my picks with you now. So let's get started. Alright, so in Group 1, we have Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., Joey Logano, and Chase Elliott. Now, I'm a huge Chase Elliott fan and a Hendrick Motorsports fan. I do like Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick, but, to be honest, I'm more of a Hendrick fan, so I'm going to go with them more, depending on how well they've done the past couple races and at that track the year before. Now, of course, out of this group, I'm going to pick Chase Elliott just because Chase Elliott almost won on Sunday, but due to a pit strategy that didn't work out too great, they ended up coming in second place. So I'm going to go ahead and pick, as you can see, let me get in front of the camera here. Don't know if you can see it too well, but yeah, the light's all messed up. But anyway, Chase Elliott's at the bottom. Hit Chase Elliott. Now it sends you to Group 2. Oh, and by the way, this app is completely free every single week. All you got to do is go to your Play Store, download Finish Line, and it should be the first thing that pops up. But there's also another app out there called the Super 6, but I don't really do that one because for that one you have to pick what position they will finish in for each driver that's on the list. You don't need to do that for this app. As long as your driver that you pick in that group does better than all the others in that group, then you earn the 50 points. And of course that goes towards your subtotal. If you pick the winner, you get, I believe it's 100 or I'm pretty sure it's 200 points, but don't quote me on that. And then second place you get 100 points. Plus, if you get every single one of them right in the other 6 groups, you get 50 points. Grand total, if you get all that right, it adds up to 500 points, and then you win the jackpot. But anyway, Group 2, we have Jimmy Johnson, Alex Bowman, Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, and Ryan Blaney. Now, this is a hard group because Jimmy Johnson did finish in second place on Sunday, but due to a failed inspection on Sunday, he actually finished in last place. Now, Brad Keselowski did win Sunday. However, if certain events didn't take place, I don't think he would have won. I think it honestly might have come down to either Jimmy Johnson or Chase Elliott. But I'm going to give him a benefit of the doubt. He could still be running in the top 5 on Wednesday. But Jimmy Johnson, he's got high chances, but he won't be able to run his same car. That's if any of them do. I'm pretty sure some might. But I'm going to go ahead and take out Jimmy Johnson as a pick, which that leaves Alex Bowman, Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, and Ryan Blaney. Now, I won't be picking Denny Hamlin because his crew chief, his lead engineer, and 2 other individuals got suspended for 4 races because of the incident on the pace slabs of last Sunday's race. So he's out as well. Ryan Blaney, pretty sure he finished in the top 10. Honestly can't remember because I was so irritated with Chase Elliott on Sunday. But so that really leaves Alex Bowman, Brad Keselowski, and Ryan Blaney. I'm just going to go ahead and pick Alex Bowman because he did lead about 160 some plus laps on Sunday. So I'm going to go ahead and pick him for Group 2. Okay, so Group 3, we have Kurt Busch, Matt Kenseth, Clint Boyer, Eric Almirola, and William Byron. Now this is a tough group because a lot of them had issues on Sunday. But to be honest, I'm looking at it right here. Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera, but I think I'm going to take Clint Boyer out of a pick choice just because he's not really, I hate to say it, but he does great at the beginning of the races and halfway through, and towards the end he just, I don't know if it's fatigue or he just loses focus, but he kind of sometimes tends to have some kind of issue towards the end of the race. But I'm honestly thinking about picking, tough decision by the way, these are some tough decisions, like they really are. Let's just go with William Byron because he, even though he had issues on Sunday 2 laps ago, he still did great throughout the whole race. Alright, now on to Group 4. Sorry, I think I got something in my beard. Yeah, I did. In Group 4 we have Matt DiBenedetto, Ryan Newman, Eric Jones, Austin Dillon, and Tyler Reddick. Now, I have been really surprised with Tyler Reddick's success, I would say, in the Cup Series. He's been doing phenomenal. I mean, you know, 2-time champion in the Xfinity Series. You'd think that he wouldn't be as great in the Cup, just especially since it's his first year in Cup. But I'm going to go ahead and pick Tyler Reddick. Now, Eric Jones is also a great choice as well, just because he's done great almost every single race this year. Just phenomenal. I mean, but I don't know. Just one of my own things in my head that I need to pick, you know. But anyway, moving on to Group 5, we have Chris Buescher, Joe Hunter Nemechek, Cole Custer, Christopher Bell, and Bubba Wallace. Now, I hate to say it, but we need to take Bubba Wallace off the pick list because I mean, it speaks for itself. You don't even need to talk about it. Cole Custer's pretty good, but he's not as good as you would want him to be for your pick. So it really comes down to Christopher Bell, John Hunter Nemechek, and Chris Buescher. Now, Chris Buescher, I would honestly say that we should take him out as well. John Hunter Nemechek is pretty dang good. Same as Christopher Bell. But in this instance, I'm going to go ahead and pick John Hunter Nemechek. Just because he's shown great promise. I mean, same as Christopher Bell. But I'm just going to John Hunter Nemechek. He did great at the Truck Series tonight. So we're going to keep it at that. The last group. Corey LaJoie, Ty Dillon, Daniel Suarez, Ryan Preece, and Michael McDowell. See, this is where they start getting hard. Groups 5 and 6, because you really don't know. But I'm going to take Corey LaJoie out as my pick. I don't want to pick him. Ty Dillon is promising. Daniel Suarez is decent, but he's also lost a really good ride he had. He was at Stewart Haas, and now I can't remember who he's with now. I need to look up. I need to do some more research to tell you guys about this stuff. But anyway, Ryan Preece, just don't know. So I'm just going to keep that on the side burner. So for me, it really comes down to either Michael McDowell or Ty Dillon. Ty Dillon is great on the super speedways. But Michael McDowell, he's been around for a minute. He races well, but I'm still going to go with Ty Dillon just because I feel he has the best chances. Okay, and now we've finished all of our groups. Group 1, we have Chase Elliott. Group 2, Alex Bowman. Group 3, William Byron. Group 4, Tyler Reddick. Group 5, John Hunter Nemechek. And Group 6, Ty Dillon. Now it comes to picking the race winner. This is where it gets challenging, because not only do you have the picks that you have out of your 6 groups to choose from, but you also have all the other drivers that you didn't pick. Which can be challenging sometimes, because a lot of the times they put people that have great chances of finishing ahead of the other ones all in the same group. So you're pretty much taking a huge gamble. Now granted, it is free, so you're not losing anything. So you don't really have anything to worry about. It's kind of a little fun activity to do before the race. And then, you know, if you get it right one day, you get money. But I'm going to go ahead and stick with Chase Elliott as the race winner. He just won the Truck Series. He almost won on Sunday. But now on to second place. Second place would be a hard one, because you have, my choices would either be Alex Bowman or, sorry, I'm scrolling through the names here. Alex Bowman, Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, and Jimmy Johnson. Now, oh, and Kevin Harvick. Sorry, I left out Kevin Harvick, but sorry, they're all in different colors, and you kind of got to look past the colors. But I'm honestly going to say that second place. I'm going to go ahead and pick Kyle Busch. He came in second place in the Truck Series. I believe he finished in 3rd or 4th on Sunday. But maybe he can actually get one. I mean, I know he won the Xfinity Series race on Monday, so. And then after you make all your picks, your first and second place, then you go, oh, I never hit the button. Okay. Cowboys. Alright, now, once you pick the second place driver and your race winner, you get to a screen that says My Picks, and you have all group 1 through 6 plus your race winner and your second place. Now, you can either go through and change your mind if you want, but I am just going to go ahead and do Submit Picks, and it pops up a screen that says come back tomorrow at 8 p.m. to track your picks. And from this app, if you can't watch the race physically, as long as you have this app and you're in service, you can actually keep up with the race, because you can go, because there's 4 choices at the bottom of the app home screen. It says Home, Live Tracking, My Entries, and Profile. If you go to Live Tracking on race day, it'll sit there as they move positions up, fall back, move forward, and pass people. The positions will actually change. It shows you what position they are in the race on the app. So if you don't have a way to watch it, you can keep up with it on the app. But those were my picks. And again, this is a completely free app. You know, my goal is hopefully to win at least something. I mean, there's people that's won 2 cents on here before and split it between like 70 people. But if you do win money, you just go over to your profile option and say if you won, it says withdraw funds, you just hit the withdraw funds button, type in your card information, and they send the money to your card. Pretty straightforward, great app. I wish it would have came out like years ago, but anyway, those are my choices for my Finish Line app. You guys can either choose the same or choose different. But anyway, have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow after race day.